What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris Doughty, aka Downstacer. Welcome to week number 4, November, of the weekly challenges in Gran Turismo 7 Spec 2. This is the second in a series of these playthrough videos. Let me know in the comments if you think this is something you'd like to see more of. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it. I'm going to tell you how to win every single one of these races. We're going to play through them live and just tell you exactly how to win. So the first race is at Lago Maggiore Centre. It's a 380 pp suggested race, so you can choose pretty much any car you want. It does need to be a road car, so let's have a look what we could use. We could use a Ferrari VGT, we could use an Aston Martin Valkyrie, but let's try and find something that is a bit closer to the 380 pp suggestions. And you know what guys, what just caught my eye there is the grind car. I've got that on already. Can we win the race? It's only a 2-lap race. It should be an easy race. We only need third, but we're going to try and get the win. Let's see what we can do here guys. I can't recall what setup is on this car or even what the hell is going on. I know it's going to be quite understeery and very bad on the brakes, but we're just about getting that done. I think this one should be okay, I think guys. Well, a bit of a rear end on that guy there. These first two events for the weeklies are normally a little bit easy, a little bit just to get you warmed up into it, and this is, well, I'm already in the lead, so this is going to be a complete no-brainer guys. You're going to get one of those tickets straight away, unless we have a massive problem, which isn't out of the question. This car actually drives pretty good, maybe not so good on the brakes. It's taken a long time to get it slowed down. So it is only a 2-lap race. There's only 8 cars in this race, so it's a pretty easy one guys. So this is going to be a walk in the park really guys. We've got nobody behind us. Snickers in the rear windscreen. I'm feeling a bit hungry now. Actually, you know what, I'm going to get the brakes now. Let's get that car slowed down. And even then, we're going to run wide, smash into that wall. Not really showing off my talents in this one guys, but don't worry, we get better as we go on, I think and I hope. So the grind is gone now guys, but I've got a video on my channel that tells you every single way that you can make money in Gran Turismo 7. These are all legit ways to make money. I tell you how to do it, I give you a little bit of advice, and there's going to be ways which you probably forgot. So we're going to bring this one home once we get the car stopped. Interestingly enough, this was a daily race C track last week, I believe it was. Or it might even be this week. I've not done sport mode in quite a long time, so we're going to get the win. Get that smashed out the park, and well done for our Bath 595. Your journey is not over yet, so we're going to collect that win, collect some credits. It's not all about the credits, but it is about the roulette tickets and also about those reward tickets. That's good. We don't care about the replay. Exit that one quickly. Now the last time it took me about 53 minutes maybe to do all of these 5. Let's see if we can get it done a bit quicker, so let's try and smash through these ones. So FR challenge, it is going to be road car required, 550 suggested pp, only suggested. United Kingdom, France, Germany, cars available. So let's look for, what was the rating? 550 pp. It's going to be front engine rear wheel drive. So these are the cars we've got available. We could use the AMG, but let's go for something in that 550 range. So the TVR is taking my fancy. A car I've not really driven much in Gran Turismo 7. It's 3 laps of Dragon Trail Gardens. Difficult track with a very long multiple apex right-hander. But yeah, this is peak Gran Turismo. This is guys. Road cars that are a little bit challenging to drive. And let's see what we can do here. So you can choose any car for this race, tune it up to however you want to just to get it done, but this car we're in isn't tuned in the slightest. It's completely stock, and you can see it's just floating around. It's quite fun to drive actually guys. Sneak to the inside of the BMW here. The car feels very light, and we're good. Drop those guys off. Interior, pretty nice interior guys. Not something I personally would choose. I prefer a black, but let me know what you think in the comments. Got the brakes early for this one. Oh, that guy's diving to the inside. What is that? Is that a Jaguar to the inside or a BMW? putting block posts on that other BMW, and we're going to go 3 wide maybe, make it a real party, and just float the car in now. A bit of oversteer on corner entry. That is good fun. You know what, this is good fun. This is Gran Turismo fun, this is, guys. Gap there, we'll take it. Oh, I think we're probably running wide. Catch that corner exit. Fantastic stuff. You know what, I really enjoy doing these weekly challenges because we get to drive cars that we rarely get to drive in Gran Turismo 7, and it lets you go and play and have fun and just drive cars that don't drive very well at all. If I was driving this on the road in the UK, I'm sure I'd be dead by now, guys. This is quite a wild ride. Brakes early for the end here, and I think we're good. A little bit deep, maybe. No, I think we're good. The car is very lively. I guess the real car, it probably doesn't actually. It probably doesn't have any traction control. But we are 6 seconds off the lead of this race. We should be able to get that done. And it's just a case of running the laps and not killing ourselves with that lift-off oversteer. It's actually fun, guys. I'm really enjoying this one. Let me know what you think of this race in the comments. Oh, deep on the brakes there. You know what, I might have to modify one of these cars and get it tuned up a little bit, see what we can do. Maybe get it to 700 pp for a world touring car, 700. Maybe get it around the grind at Le Mans maybe. Let me know what you think in the comments. And on the brakes here, we're going to go, I think, safe. Still managed to overshoot the corner just a little bit of clip of the apex. I'm going to light them tyres up on corner exits. Sports hard tyres on this car, and it's enjoyable to drive with the car moving around. I'd like to see more sport mode races, multiplayer races with some road cars, guys. That would be fun. Just so everybody's like controlling the car, everyone's fighting the way the car drives. We really screwed this corner up last time. Looking a bit better this time, guys. And we're going to try and get the corner exit on this BMW. The car's just floating. We're going to send it to the inside. Is he defending? He's not defending that one well enough, so we're going to send it on the brakes. Get the car stopped, and that's going to almost round in the final corner of the track, and it's one more lap after this. So let's try and set a hot lap, guys. So it's a 1:55 lap time. This one's going to be a better lap. What can we get out of the car for the final lap of this race? We do need to be careful not to just bin it and ruin what we've built up already, so let's not push too hard, but we can just enjoy the way this car moves around. Underrated is the road car racing in Gran Turismo 7, I think, guys. That was a bit too aggressive into that corner. I'm going to bounce this curve on the exit. Looking good there, guys. Guys, while we're just finishing this lap off, if you want anything from GT Omega, check out the description below. I've got links for exclusive discount code for GT Omega, 5% off. Discount code CD5 gets you 5% off anything. I get a small commission from GT Omega for any sales that you make, so you save money, I get a small commission, we're all a winner. Oh, this car is so good to drive. I say that, I don't think I want to drive this in real life, but in the safety of the simulator, it's fun. So we've just built a nice gap to Coque Lopez, World Tour driver. The AI, I don't think has anything on the actual World Tour driver. Do you think that's a bit of an embarrassment with the World Tour drivers having AI that are pretty slow? Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. So we're going to get this race done. Another easier race this week. The first two races are very much just warm-up races, I think, just to get you into the swing of things. And I've gone massively deep on the brakes there, but I think we're good. I don't even think you get penalties for track limit violations, so we're going to run it to the line. Race time is going to be 5 minutes 40 something, so we're getting it done, and that's another one. 1:50 second lap time, which was slower than the lap before, so that's going to be a second event tick. That is fantastic. Going to get 25,000 credits, which is average. Let's just try and skip through to the next one. Heading over back to the weekly challenge screen, and the next one's going to be race of turbos at Interlagos, Brazil. So it's going to be sports cars, 700 ppls. That is a fixed limit, and it needs to be a turbocharged car. So what have we got available to us? We've got a bunch of cars that are way over 700 pp. So I have this sorted by pp. So here's the 700 pp tunes coming in now, guys. So we could do the Mazda 19 with the 787B engine swap. There's the Ferrari, probably got the wrong tyres on that car, maybe. Oh, it's not turbo, I don't think. And the VYRA Tenza Group 3 road car version with the engine swap, the Fairlady engine swap. But I see this car here right now, guys. I've covered this car on my channel before. I will show you the settings on screen right now. It is the engine swap version. It's got the Suzuki V8 engine in this Group 3 road car Alpha 4C. Here are the settings on screen. Feel free to copy these if you want to. But I've got a dedicated video to this car for a World Touring Car 700 build for Le Mans. This car absolutely smashes around Le Mans. Let's see how it does in Brazil. So we're going to start last on the grid as always. It's a no fuel, no tyre wear race. Listen to that engine, guys. That is one of the coolest engines in the game, I think. The Suzuki V8 engine from the VGT car sounds so good. It revs nice and high. It is, of course, a turbo engine, and we're going to rip this car around Interlagos. And it just revs for days. Sounds incredible, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's the brakes like? They're not great, but we're racing against other road cars, so I think we're going to be absolutely good for this one, guys. Now, technically, this car is a road car, but it's a Group 3 road car version of a race car. Very, very confusing, but this car is fantastic. I love the way it drives, and more than anything, I love the way it sounds. Engine swap cars in Gran Turismo 7 are fantastic. So we're making light work of these Ford Focus there. Right in front of that Nissan GTR, I think it probably is. No match for my engine swapped Alpha 4C. I think if anything, I've got probably more power than grip available in the high-speed corners. Now I'm going to go around Junção and then Exton onto the main straight. Well, the main kink, really. It's a long kink at Brazil. The gap that I was going for started to disappear. So I got a bit concerned there, guys. So passing in a GTR, passing an RX-7, passing another GTR. This car is so fast. We are still 10 seconds behind the lead. I think 200 board is where we want to brake, probably the 150. I think that was a bit too late on the brakes there, guys. So Subaru, make light work of that car there. Get him covered on corner exit. I can really use all the revs of this car. No need to worry about fuel efficiency. Absolutely rev it to the moon. And we've got plenty of headroom on the downshifts to just rev it out when we're shifting down through the gears. So it is a 5-lap race, and I think we are closing in on the lead pretty swiftly. So this is not going to be a problem for this race. So we can just enjoy driving laps at the Interlagos circuit. And it is a... what car's that in the lead? Is that a Maserati, maybe? We'll find out when we pass it. I've not tried that car, I don't think. It's a... yeah, the MC20 Maserati. I need to try that car. I think that car actually looks pretty good. But it's no match for this car at all. So yeah, the Maserati. I think I have one. If not, we can buy one. We've got money. Short shift to second for the corner exit. I'm just going to get on the gas and fire it down the main straight. You just feel the car just start to go a bit light. What would normally be flat in an F1 car, we have to lift for in this car. It's so fast. 273. want to brake early at the 150 now, guys. We're almost touching 300 kilometers an hour down the main straight here in Brazil. I think that's faster than the F1 cars, maybe. 200 miles an hour, maybe. Let's say, yeah, we're not faster than the F1 cars, but we are close. If we got a fantastic exit from Junção, maybe we could. But yeah, this is a great car. 150 boards is a good braking reference for this car. Gets the car stopped for the mid-speed, slow-speed corners. Yeah, what a fantastic engine sound this is. I highly recommend this as one of the engine swap cars, but I think this race is going to be fine to beat in no matter what 700 pp car you've got. I've got a bunch of 700 pp tunes on my channel from World Touring Car 700 that will work perfectly fine for here if you've not got an engine swap car like this one. Or the easy way is just to get a Group 3 car, detune it a little bit with a ballast or power restrictor, and then you'll be good to go. We're backing it in there, guys. Oh, we lost the car on the brakes. A bit too aggressive on those downshifts, but we've not really been troubled in this race by any other driver. Now, I do play this on hard difficulty. If you are having problems beating any of the races, just change the difficulty to be easy. There's no different in payout, no different in the rewards you get from the races. It just makes it a little bit easier, a little bit less stress if you're really finding it more challenging. Also, guys, make sure you go and check out in the description below for my Discord link. This is brand new. I've not shared it before. I've got a now brand new Discord for Daltonator. This is where you can talk to me on the Discord, share some tunes, share some videos, share some of your screenshots or liveries, photos. Just get involved, join the community and see what you can do. Share some tunes. We can cover some tunes in detail on the channel if you'd like me to do that. So I think we're looking good in this race now, guys. There's not really nothing to be concerned about. All we need to do is just enjoy the revs and just be careful on the brakes. I think, guys, it probably could do with a little bit more of a brake balance forwards, but it's fun to have that rear end move around a little bit on the brakes. Oh, we're doing it again. We kept it under control this time, guys. Now that is a tricky corner. You've got to brake and turn at the same time. A bit of brake balance forwards would help that, but it's enjoyable, guys, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just a little bit of a clip, looking for that outside clipping point, and then getting on the gas and see if we can get it flat onto the straight. No, don't do it. Got to lift. Oh, this car's so fast. It's quite understeery. Perhaps we could add some more front wing because I think the tune is very much rear downforce bias. Let me know what you think is the best sounding engine in Gran Turismo 7. This has got to be up there in my opinion. It's a fantastic V8 engine from the Suzuki VGT Group 3 car. 787B surely has to be in the shortlist, and a personal favourite of mine is a Ferrari Group 3 car. In fact, most of, or any of the Ferraris sound fantastic. Audis or Lamborghinis also strong shout. Now actually through these sequence of corners at Brazil, you can really just ride the curbs here, get a bit of a track limits abuse. Let's try and get this one sorted out. A little lighter on the brakes into here and we're all good. Massive abuse of the inside track limits there and we're good. Rolling the throttle on through this corner here. The car can go a bit light. Carrying second gear onto the main straight. Bounce that curb, bouncing that rev limiter as well, and then we're going to fire it to the start finish line. Held it a bit more flat that time, so what can we get speed across the line? Let's go and win this one, guys. 290 kilometers to finish that race. What a fantastic car that is, a fantastic engine, and that is the third one in the series done. Now the interesting thing, the fourth race in the series is a return. That's going to get us our 150,000 credit ticket, which is good. It's the return of the unique limited time races, and it's going to be another Porsche 911 GT3 992 race. It's going to head up to here, and as you can see there, it's the special event. It's a limited time online event. This event has never been in Gran Turismo before, and we are back racing the Porsche GT3 RS 992 from 2022. So it needs to be 700 pp or less. We're at Monza. It's a 5-lap race. No tyre or fuel usage to worry about, so we can go to change car. There is only one car we can use, and here are the settings I'm going to be using. I've not tuned it particularly fantastically, but it's just the racing hard tyres, no suspension settings, just the normal suspension, fully customizable differential settings are the stock settings, no nitrous overtake, standard transmission, ballast is 7, minus 25 for the position, power restriction is 100, fully customizable ECU, output is 100, and all the other stuff on screen you can see. So this one should be good. I've never driven it at this track before. I've never done this event yet, so I'm assuming that's going to be good. If it isn't, we're going to go again. Monza, in this car, I don't really know where to brake, to be honest. Hopefully, yeah, it is the with chicane version, so the 150 boards is where you want to be looking. We do have DRS available. This is a very nice sounding car. So we're on the racing hard tyres, so we've got good traction. DRS is available. How much effect it actually has, I'm not entirely sure. So we're 13 seconds after the lead of the race. I don't know how this is going to play out, guys. This is an online event. It's brand new. So he's got on the brakes very early for that one. Is that a track cut? I don't know if track limits are enabled. So we're just fractionally catching the leaders. Can we get this guy into Lesmo, around the outside into Lesmo 1? That's going to work out just about nicely for us. Into Lesmo 2 now. Just a brake just before the last marker board. Carry the speed onto the back straight. A bit of DRS, a bit of slipstream, and I think we're good. So we are catching the leaders pretty okay. Once you're familiar with the track, I think this will be an easy race. 150 is the board where we're going to brake for this first go. I think that's about right. Third gear through Ascari chicane. Carrying fourth onto the back straight. Maybe that's track limits, maybe it's not. I think we've got to look. DRS is working. Not sure it makes a difference. 150 again into Parabolica. I like the pops and bangs on downshift. Run the high line through Parabolica on corner exit. DRS down the straight to get the maximum top speed. Yeah, and we're already closing in on the leaders. Only 5 seconds off the lead, so this tune works pretty good. We just need to pick our braking points. Just brake a little bit later than the other guy, and we should be good. All the way down to second gear for the chicane. It's quite a good cockpit to be in as well, guys. It's quite a nice view. It sounds good in here. Oops, that's a bit sketchy. 150 is the reference point, so we're going to outbrake these guys all the way down to first gear for the chicane. It's a bit of a cut maybe. I don't think track limits are particularly enabled for this race, so you can get a little bit away with some track cuts. Braking at the last braking board for Lesmo 1. Just before the braking board for Lesmo 2. Carry third gear and get a good corner exit, and we're going to make that move happen. That is going to be the lead of the race by midway through lap number 2. So this isn't super challenging. I think with the setup that I showed you earlier, you should be able to get this one done. Braking at 150 for every big braking zone. Third gear for many of the, well, third gear for Ascari, fourth gear through the middle, and then onto the back straight. Into Parabolica, I think we should brake maybe at the 150 board again. We'll see what works out the best. Yeah, 150. You could probably push it to 125 maybe, but third gear, just running a little bit too wide on the exit there, guys. Now we're almost in time trial mode now. We just need to get it done. 153 second lap times. Now let's try and spot the exact braking points into the first chicane. 200. There's a white line on the track. That is probably the white line and the tarmac transition. We'll check that on the next lap. That's probably the braking point you need to use for turn 1 or the first chicane. The 150 board on the right hand side is going to be the braking reference into the Della Roggia chicane, the second chicane. Let's look like that for 300, 200, 150, exactly on the transition, and that's deep, so we probably are just before the 150 board is what's required for that chicane, guys. So at the 50, brake and just roll it in nicely. Just before the 50, brake, third gear through second Lesmo. You can run it a little bit wide on corner exit. That was a little bit too wide, to be honest, guys, but don't be too afraid of running the outside curb. 150 into Ascari. Again, 150 is almost exactly on the sector timer. Short shift to fourth on corner exit. Nicely through Ascari. Some big curb bumps through Ascari. This car seems to take them pretty well. Not a problem there. 150. Third gear. You can just hug in and then let the car run out on the corner exit. And that should be a much better lap time, I think. And it's going to be a 51.6. Still more on the table, I think, guys. We're going to push the braking zone a little bit further into turn 1 now. At the tarmac transition. Much better. Staying in second gear through here. On the DRS, not that it matters a great deal, I don't think, guys. Now we need to get on the brakes just before the 150 board. Keep a lookout for those, the 300, 200. Second gear, that was much better. DRS again. Absolutely smashing this race, guys. 50, braking reference. Floating there nicely. Just before the 50. Bounce the curb. Use corner exit curve and we are good. On the DRS again. This is probably going to be the fastest lap of the race. 100 again on the right hand side, looking for the board. A bit too wide in the middle of Ascari there, which is not ideal. Some time left on the table there, guys. Let's see if we can improve that on the next lap. But I want to see if we can go sub 150 seconds. 125. Easily to break there. Maybe 100 board is what we can achieve if we push it a little bit further. Missed a gear change there. Is it going to be sub 50? It is. So can we even go into the 148 on the final lap of this race? Competition wise, non-existent, so we're all good there. Oh, way too deep on the brakes there. So you need to be on the brakes before the tarmac transition. The white line maybe is where you need to be. That was pushing it way too far that way, guys. So screwed up that fast lap, but we are miles ahead of the rest. And we're just testing some stuff out. And we are 1.5 seconds off where we need to be. That's not a problem. Monza is such a good track, really, really good. Let me know, guys, in the comments, what is your favourite track in Gran Turismo 7? Monza's good. I think Monza's really, really good. We don't have dynamic weather at Monza. That would be something very interesting if we saw that get added in future updates. You know what, guys, I'm impressed with this Porsche 992. It's enjoyable to drive. It sounds fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying this car. So the 125-ish. Yeah, you could get away with the 100 if you want trail brake around the corner a little bit. So we are final off race, 21 seconds ahead of everybody else, and we're going to come across the line, get the flashes on, get that win, and that's going to be 4 from 4. I think this week so far has been easier than the previous week. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's going to be a 10-minute race. I'm not sure what time we're on. I don't even know what time we started. That's going to be 81,000 credits. Not too bad. So let's smash through and get us to the final race of the series of races for the weekly challenges. And this one is always the hard one. Let's see what we've got. So it's a World Touring Car 700. It's at Deep Forest Raceway. This one does have tyre wear and it does have fuel usage. 12 times tyre wear, 12 times fuel usage, 10 lap race, 20 cars, and it is required to be 700 ppls. So I've got hundreds of 700 pp tunes on my channel. Let's scroll down to choose a few of them. Now, with it being Deep Forest Raceway and not Le Mans, we need to choose a car that is good through the corners. So perhaps that 1967 Ferrari 330 isn't going to be the car for this particular race. Maybe we've got a Silvia touring car. An easy win for this race would be something like a detuned Group 3 car. The rally car I quite like a lot. Shall I just go with that? You know what, I'm going to go with the Group 3 road car version again, because A, the car sounds incredible, and B, let's see what we can do in it. It's got a Group 3 engine in it. Now, for any fuel efficient or fuel usage races, we pretty much switch to leanest fuel mixture to start with, because getting as far as we can into the race on the fuel tank, minimizing the pit stops, is very, very useful. Now, I think it's a one-stop race to get around this the fastest, so it looks like we can do 5-point-something laps. So I think that can put us in the window for the one-stop race. Deep Forest is a great track. Lots of twists and turns. Now, in one of the Gran Turismo promotional videos, we saw a version of Deep Forest in the wet. We've not seen that in Gran Turismo 7 yet, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. When are we going to get that one? Is it going to be with the update where we also get the Vision GT Genesis car that's going to be for the World Tour event in December? Let me know what you think. So we're 21 seconds off the lead of the race. We can do this as a one-stopper in this car. And what a fantastic car this is. We're recycling that car that we used in the third event, and let's see where we're going to break into the big braking zone. 150s might be okay. Maybe that's ambitious in this car. Just before the 150 I think is sensible. Okay, so this is the final race. It is a 10-lap race, so it's a little bit longer. We've got fuel and tyre wear to worry about. Now, it currently looks like tyre wear isn't a problem. We've got the racing hard tyres on. Fuel is going to be a one-stopper. Braking at the 200s just to make sure we're safe on the brakes. We could probably go a bit deeper. Need to choose where we're going to go around these guys. We're going to go long round and then switch to the inside. Not much room being left. Oh, I think a bit of contact from behind there. Need to get into the inside here, get that move done. We can probably switch away from the fuel mixture and put the radar on to make it a bit easier for ourselves, but I think we've got that move done, guys. Let's send it into this dog leg. That gap is going to disappear. Now this car isn't quite as fantastic as it was at Interlagos because we have to lean off the fuel mixture, but we are looking pretty good on fuel actually, so we can probably go to fuel mixture 4. It's about 175-ish on the brakes, all the way down to first gear. Very slow corner. Probably one of the slowest corners on the track, on any of the tracks to be honest guys. 14 off the lead of the race, so it's looking like we could be on schedule to make this happen. And we've got plenty of speed in this car. Now 175 again on the brakes. We're going to go, actually I think it was a 200 where we got on the brakes there, just to make sure we get it done. Second gear for a lot of the slow corners. I think the car is reasonably safe on corner exits. Lovely listening to the engine pop and bang. What a great engine this is in the car. I'm going to send it through this kink here. That was a bit risky, very risky. We're going to run wide, keeping it on track. There we go, just about 12 off the lead. It's not coming down as fast as I thought it was, so it's a bit of a race to get these guys. I'm not sure what fuel strategy the leaders are on. Surely the winner's going to be only on a one-stop strategy, and we need to maybe just... Oh, I think 175 is a bit late on the brakes there, guys. And I'm going to go to fuel mixture 5 just to make sure we do get to the 5th lap. No sense in running out of fuel. I think if you have to two-stop this race, I don't think it's winnable. I think it definitely needs to be a one-stopper. Tyre wear isn't a problem. So much so, I might not even bother changing tyres. In fact, what I will do, I'm going to send the brake balance more towards the front to save the rear tyres. That is a very useful thing to do, guys. So brake balance, push it away from the tyres you are worried about wearing out. 7's the lead of the race. I think we're good. You will have a little bit more understeer, but it's going to save those rear tyres a bit. Oh, that's a bit wide through there. I think we've got it sorted. What time we got? It's going to be 1:28 lap time. So we've got the lap times for days in this car. Absolutely fantastic lap times, I think, guys. And 1:75. I think we're good there. Still just missed the apex, but it's a bit of a scrappy corner. Just spin those tyres. We've got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Just others are pitting. Portilla is going to go to the 5th lap, so Portilla is definitely on a one-stop strategy. We're going to switch back to fuel mixture 6 because I'm concerned about fuel, so I would run fuel 6 right from the start, and I would leave it in fuel 6 because there's no point pushing it too far on fuel. What a good car this is. It can dominate Le Mans World Touring Car 700. It looks like we're about to dominate this race. We can dominate the 700 pp turbo race at Interlagos. And it sounds incredible. But you don't need an engine swap car to win this race, guys. A detuned Group 3 car would work perfectly fine. Just add some ballast to it, or maybe just detune the power, and you'll be good on fuel efficiency, and you'll be good on just the way the car drives. The Group 3 car is going to have good downforce, good corner speed, and we're going to make the lead of this race halfway through, get to the lead. And you know what, guys, we are going to change tyres because there's no point pushing it and coming short on tyres towards the end of the race. I think if you don't change tyres, maybe you save 4 seconds in the pit stop. And we are going to be quite close on fuel. I'm cautious on corner exit. I can barely see. So for this pit lane, you can just come in flat out. New set of racing hard tyres. Fill the car to the maximum. Go and check out the description below to look for everything you need to know from GT Omega. See what's the the hose or something's twizzling around. Did you see that, guys? Yeah, CD5 from anything from GT Omega gets you an exclusive 5% discount. Go and check that out. Quick pit stop from the boys going to work, putting that fuel into the car, which takes, it's not too bad actually. So everybody else is in the pits. McEwen has gone through, as has a few of the other guys, and are we going to be in trouble here, guys? So we are. I think we've got pace to win this, guys, but we lost out in those pit stops for sure. Maybe someone didn't take tyres. Either way, we've got plenty of pace. We've got 5 laps to get 5 seconds back. And as always, guys, as I said, if you want to play on easy difficulty, there's no change for the payouts and rewards. It just makes things a bit less stressful. This is playing on hard difficulty at the moment. It just find it quite enjoyable. It's quite fun. I might retry this car, this race in one of the Le Mans vintage cars, because that would be pretty fun. I think we're going to lose it on the corner entry there, guys. So we've got a Genesis in front of us. That should be short work at the end of this straight, and we've got 3 seconds to the lead of this race. So we've got Portilla, who must not have taken tyres. So that is an interesting one, guys. Either that or he had just more fuel and didn't need to fuel as much as we did. I'm glad we did take tyres, to be honest, because we do light up the rears coming out of that corner. Oops, bad. Lapse of concentration there left me on the grass. So Healy has pitted again. That's maybe his first pit stop. Maybe he's gone to lap 6. Involuntary send there on McEwen. Braked a lot earlier than I expected him to. But it's going to leave us with a run on Portilla for the lead of this race. Now, anyone that knows Portilla from the World Touring Car 800 Sardinia grind, he's actually really fast in there, but his fuel efficiency is terrible in the Group 3 Dodge. But in the Group 4 Dodge Viper, it looks like he's got a much more fuel efficient car. Looking for a gap here, we'll send it into this braking zone. Into second gear for corner exit, and then to the lead of this race, lap number 7. We just need to bring it home. We know we're good on fuel, we know we're good on tyres, so just execute the remaining laps, just run consistently, and we're going to get that win. So good going down through the gears on this car. Let me know what car you're thinking of trying for this race, guys. You must have a favourite World Touring Car 700 build. I'm always interested to know what your favourite builds are. So 1:28 is my best lap time so far. Let's see if we can beat that. A little bit deep, but we're going to drag it back. V off that corner. Looking through the steering wheel. I would like to sit a little bit higher in this car, if I'm honest. A little booster seat would be nice, but it is what it is. When we're in full try-hard mode, it's normally from bonnet cam, but it's fun just to chill out, relax, and enjoy the interior. Hear the sounds of the interior. Oh, we've pushed that corner way too hard there. Difficult corner, that one. It just the car gets a bit unweighted over the crest. Easy to run deep. So 6 seconds on Portilla. So we're pulling away. We've got this in the bag, really. It's ours to throw away, and hopefully we won't throw it away. So we're quite close on best lap already. Push it to the 150. Bounced off that limiter just before the 150 that was. let the car spin up a little bit, and then change up to second. And then we just need to get the car through the final corner, bouncing off that rev limiter. That should be a better lap time. It's not. Time to throw down that challenge there, guys. I must have had a really good final corner on my other best lap time. It's a good first sector, I think. It turned under the bridge. I need to make sure I don't push the car too far down the hill. Braking much more than you think you need to. Still running a little bit wide. Braking out the tarmac transition. Trying to get a good corner exit is important. I was probably running on a higher fuel mixture when I set that 128. And that's why coming down the straight to finish that lap, we lost a little bit of time, but let's not give up on this one yet. To the apex a little better, and let's see what we're going to get run to the line with this one. 1.3 laps of fuel remaining to complete the last lap of the race, so we're good on fuel efficiency. This is going to be absolutely perfect, and we're putting a lap on some of these other drivers, and it is going to be the best lap of the race. We actually pulled a gap of 15 seconds to lead us, so, well, second place. So I think we're doing pretty good, guys. Also, if you want to check out the description below, there's plenty of ways you can decide to support me if you'd like to give me some assistance with my channel. It helps to help me to create content and helps to keep you focused to deliver the best content for you guys. But quite honestly, the best way to help me and support this channel is to smash that like button, watch the videos, and just watch the videos, comment, let me know what you think. That's the best way to help me, and that is completely for free. You can subscribe if you want to as well. Again, that is also for free. You know what to do with that. And also let me know what you think of these weekly challenge playthrough videos. I find them quite interesting to do. It's good to just get out a bunch of different cars from Gran Turismo 7, and that is one of the benefits of Gran Turismo 7. It is one of the best games for variety of cars. It's so much fun to play, especially since update Spec 2. It's really given the game a new lease of life, I think, and there's still a few quirks that we could iron out, but it just really does make me want to come back and play. And we're going to get the win in this race in this fantastically sounding Alpha 4C. That's going to give us 5 from 5, and that's going to give us some big payouts. So we're going to get probably in the region of 1 to 1.2 million credits for all of the things we've done in this video so far, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions about any of the races, let me know in the comments below. I can answer them as best I can. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hit that like button. On screen right now will be other videos which you'll find very interesting for Gran Turismo 7. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.